Hi. I am going to start a little vlog to try and help myself keep myself accountable and also maybe help others. I am, oh my gosh, I have huge circles. Sorry. I am a um, single woman, 37 years old. I don't like to say my age. I have a couple of dogs that I treat as my children, even though I know they're not the same. At this point in my life, this is not where I thought I would be. I thought I would be married. I thought I would have a couple of children by now. I didn't expect to still be single. I didn't expect to be as unhappy in my career as I am. I also have some health issues that have come up in the last couple of years. I have rheumatoid arthritis, which actually I'm doing pretty well with that. But I also have fibromyalgia, and I know some people don't believe in that. Some people do. I can tell you, as someone who suffers from daily pain, it's real, and living in constant pain, it wears on you, body, mind, soul, every part of you. And so I have struggled a lot off and on in the last couple of years, with my physical health due to my conditions, as well as I am a teacher, and because of the medications I take to try and help me with my RA and my fibro, I have a little bit of a weakened immune system. And so I get sick very easily due to that, which working as a teacher is not a very good thing because, kids bring in all sorts of germs and they're sent to school even though they're sick. And I understand, parents don't have places to send their kids while they work and things like that. So, but it's a problem. Sorry, I have a really bad cough right now. Anyway, so like I said, this has been for about 2 years, almost 2 years ago that I was diagnosed with RA. And since that time, I don't know if it's due to just the physical pain constantly, if it's due to life, growing older and seeing things that, that I wasn't expecting. Like I said, this isn't where I thought my life would be. You make a life plan, as you're, you go to college, you're going to go to college, you're going to graduate, you're going to get the job, you're going to find the love of your life, you're going to get married, and you're going to have a child, and your career is going to be fantastic, and you're going to have another child, and everything will be, la-di-da-di, wonderful. And that wasn't my life. So I have a good life. I'm not gonna lie, I do. And I think that's what has made it hard for me to admit what's been going on with me and all of that. But and I know so many people are in worse shape than I am, physically and mentally and emotionally, and there's so many horrible things that could go wrong. And like I said, I don't have that much wrong. But for the last several months, I have been really battling some severe depression. And I've always had anxiety and don't deal well with stress. Ever since I was, sorry, I'm playing with my dog's hair. He's right here. But I haven't ever dealt well with my anxiety and stress. I don't deal well with stress. And so my job has been very stressful in the last couple of years. I can't give the 300% that it takes. I can't be peppy. I can't be on my feet all the time because my body can't handle it. I can't do all of the things that I used to be able to do. I don't get to hang out with my friends anymore the way I want to because I physically just don't feel up to it. My body hurts, or I'm exhausted, or both. I get sick so easily that I have to call out if I did plan to go someplace because I got sick or, something's happened. So it's been very challenging. And while I love my family, my friends, it's very difficult whenever you have something wrong with you that no one understands. And I think I kind of pulled myself away. And sorry, I lose words. It's fibro fog. But I isolated. That's the word I was looking for. I isolated myself, other than my dogs. And I would go to work. I would go through the motions. And then I would come home and I'd crash on my couch and hold my dogs and maybe eat some dinner and eventually go to bed. But I wasn't sleeping well. I'm still not sleeping well. I wasn't taking care of myself. I haven't been taking care of my house. I have simply been going through the motions of life. And I do go see a counselor, a therapist, a couple times a month, every couple of weeks. And she's wonderful. Not a mind reader, though, as she pointed out to me whenever I finally admitted how low I was feeling. And she said, I knew you were sad, that you were having some moments, but I didn't realize that you were that bad. It was that bad. And it was because I didn't realize it was that bad. And then once I did, I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to admit how depressed, I won't say sad, how depressed I was, how just I didn't want to do anything. I would come home and, like I said, I'd get on the couch and I wouldn't move off the couch until it was time to go to bed. And then I'd go lay in my bed and kind of lay there for a while, and eventually I'd fall asleep and I'd get up the next morning and I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to go to work. I hated going, and like I said, I wasn't taking care of myself either. I wasn't doing the normal things you're supposed to do in your life. So I finally admitted to myself, as well as to my counselor, that the way I was feeling. And she encouraged me to also talk to my regular doctor because my counselor is not a psychologist, psychiatrist, I don't know. She doesn't prescribe medications. So she encouraged me to go to my doctor, and we messed with my meds and different things, but I still hurt daily due to my fibro. And like I said, my RA is doing really well, which is great. It's just my fibro, and I literally live in constant achiness. I won't say it's pain every day, but like right now my hips hurt. My shoulders are like sore, and like not my shoulders up here, like where they connect. So, and other parts of me too are achy, but I feel like living in constant pain did not help with my mood. And then there's been a lot of pressure at work, and it's been, yeah, it's been hard. So, it didn't 100% help, let's put it that way, to increase my medication. And then I kept going to my counselor. I tried to change some things I was doing. It did help to talk about the fact that I was feeling so down. And I talked to one of my friends about it, and, it felt good to be able to get it out. I had a dog here. But at this point, about 4 weeks ago, I have been miserable. I mean, I have to force myself to get up every morning and go to work. My house is a disaster. I'm still not taking care of myself the way I need to, and that simply means that I'm not, like, on the weekends, I'm not getting dressed. I'm not taking showers the way I need to. I'm not brushing my teeth as often as what I need to. Obviously, whenever I have to go to work, then I do that, but not on the weekends. So after talking with my counselor, discussing with my doctor everything that had been going on, we decided the best thing for me was to take a step back from where my biggest anxiety was. And my biggest anxiety is work. I work in a very difficult in a school that is, it's a hard place. Very, very low income. It's also an ELL magnet school. It's hard. It's a hard place. It's the only place I've ever worked in my adult life, though. This is my 13th year teaching there, and I don't know anything else, but I also know that I shouldn't constantly feel so much stress and anxiety about work, and it shouldn't help lead me into such a low depression. So my doctor decided that perhaps I needed a break, which, I know, teachers get all these breaks and they do this and no, not really. So she filled out paperwork, and I am currently on a medical leave from my job, and this is day 5, I guess, because it's Friday. I'm almost forgetting what day of the week. I've kept kind of busy this week, doing appointments and just different things. My dogs are getting ready to start barking at the door. But it's hard. And I want to do this so you can see that you don't always see when your friends and family members are depressed, or when they are super anxious, because it doesn't look the same. It does not look the same. I had I explained to a lot of people at work just why that I had too much anxiety and stress going on, and I needed a break. Honestly, I was really worried I was going to have like a mental breakdown. I think that was part of what my doctor kind of felt like too. So when I told them, they were all just kind of in shock. No, you're a happy person. Yeah, I mean, you have a rough class, or, things have happened, but no, you're not somebody who gets depressed. And I'm like, oh yeah, I hide it very well. I act completely normal when I am at work. It's when I come home that it's not, that I am able to be in my little cocoon and do nothing, basically. Anyway, so I am going to quit yammering on, I guess. But I want to make kind of a series of little vlogs where people can see what I mean about this is depression. This is how it is. And how I'm working through it, how I'm moving past it, because I'm not anywhere near suicidal or anything like that, so I don't want you to think of that. And I never was. And I've seen the effects of that on people, and I'm not. I just, even if I've ever got to the point where I have been very down and have had, and this isn't now or anytime recent, this was when I was younger, of, that, would anybody notice if I wasn't here, or if, would anybody care, that type of thing. I might as well not even be here. The world would be better off without me, that type of stuff. What honestly kept me through it was knowing I couldn't do that to my family and my friends. And knowing I have 3 nephews that I love. And at that time, I really only had one. And at that time, all I could think was I wanted to see him grow up. And I didn't want him to ever have to hear, that, oh, well, TT's not here anymore, and this is what happened. I never wanted that. And I think that kept me from ever even contemplating. So perhaps I wasn't far enough, I'm very thankful that that's what can keep me off the brink, I guess, is just, yeah. And he's 16 now, and he's such a handsome young man, and yeah. I can't believe he's 16. Anyway, so yeah, I am going to give this a break for now, and then I will update hopefully tomorrow. And I want to give you guys real quick a skim of, I'm sitting on my couch in my living room just simply because I was catching up on TV shows that I missed from last night, and then I'm gonna get to work on trying to do some stuff. But really quickly, I don't think this is gonna switch. I had hoped it would be able to switch around. So down there, that's my dog Charlie. I don't know if you can see her or not. Anyway, there she is. There's Charlie. She's down there. Hi, baby. You can see I'm gonna just scan my living room. And you can simply see what I'm living in. There's Gremlin. I mean, it's not... It's filth. It's dirty. It's cluttered. I'm not a hoarder. My mother called me a hoarder. But, and that's just the living room. So my goal is to start getting this cleaned up. Figure it, you know, clutter makes you more anxious. So, or perhaps that will help me. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and that perhaps I can help in some way with sharing my journey, and help you with your journey, or help you to understand others in their journey.